Well, holy smackovich. I'll be damned. I didn't think I'd see the day when Uber, Lyft drivers, or at least Uber drivers right now, which I'm sure is going to be Lyft drivers, are now going to be considered employees. They're going to be workers in the UK. And, you know, people will be like, well, why does that matter for us? Well, guess what? It's going to be coming our way as well, guys. I'm telling you. The changes going there, we're going to end up seeing the repercussions going down, going down the road. We're going to end up seeing something like this happening. But before we get into this, I want to remind everybody to make sure you check the description below for extra information and tips. Make sure you give these videos a thumbs up so everybody else can see them as well. Also want to remind everybody that company called Kover, if you haven't heard of them yet, they provide extra benefits and perks to all gig workers out there, no matter if you're doing DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, Lyft. They'll help you out what's going on, Metal? They help you out extremely. They have plans as low as like $7 a month, which is cheaper than most mile tracking apps, which they also provide that as well. But they'll cover you if you get in an accident or anything else like that, or you get sick for 80% of your earnings up to 2 weeks. If you get deactivated with these companies or fired, since people are going to be employees over there, well, they can potentially help you get reactivated. So always make sure you check them out. If you use my link in the description below, you get your first month for free. And if you don't like it after that, don't use them anymore, okay? It's no big deal. You get your free month, see what they have to offer you, and then, if you don't like it, don't pay it. It's just as simple as that. But now, back to the real news at hand, guys. What's going on, everybody? Not your business. What's going on, Secure? Did you YOLO on Tiger? I haven't seen it yet. On Tiger, no, I didn't get into that. It was pretty expensive. I had already put my money elsewhere. What's going on, Alex? What's going on, Will? Metal, AJ, Jason. Blue, what's going on, Blue? You're my boy, Blue. But what's going on, everybody? But yeah, this just happened yesterday in the UK, guys. And damn, I should have put another light here. But, oh well, whatever, right? You guys really just came for the information anyways. You ain't come to see me. But this happened yesterday. This decision could mean thousands of Uber drivers are entitled to minimum wage and holiday pay. Okay, which is exactly what California was kind of doing, you know what I'm saying? But they lost that, and drivers, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there anymore. I really don't know anymore. Can we still write off mileage for Uber and Lyft? As long as you're not an employee, you can. Other than that, if they're paying you and stuff like that, I don't know. What's going on, No Cry Baby? Yeah, I had to do it inside. It's too cold to do it in the van. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got everything set up yet. I got a little bit of things going. That's where I do all my gaming back there on my gaming channel. Which you haven't checked that out yet, check it out. I have a lot of fun and anything goes over there. So that link is obviously in the description as well. But anyways, it says this ruling could leave the ride-hailing app facing a hefty compensation bill and have a wider consequences for the gig economy. Which is totally true, because now, especially if they're already making Uber and Lyft drivers employees over there in the UK, it's not going to be, out of the realm of possibilities that it's going to happen here. I'm telling you, like, California's not going to be the only state to ever do this. It definitely opens the doors to a lot of different things. And that's why I tell everybody, please have your backup plans. If you don't have them, you need to have them, because you just don't know what's going to happen down the line. Okay, to me personally, these gigs are just supposed to be like, stepping stone to do something else, extra side hustle money, something. But please do not put all your faith and your energy in just doing these gigs. What's going on, Melbourne? All the way here from Australia. That's what's up. This might be coming to you too. You just don't know. Just don't know. It said, Uber said the ruling centered on a small number of drivers, and it has since made changes to its business, which we all know that's BS. The 180 days of change was just, 180 days of smoke and mirrors. That's all it was. It was a publicity stunt. Let's be honest. What really changed? Not a whole lot except upfront pricing, and nobody really likes that at all. At least I don't like it. And it says Uber share price dipped, which we know in the U.S. as it began on Friday, because investors grappled with the impact that London ruling could have on the firm's business model. It has been challenged by its drivers in multiple countries over whether they should be classified as workers or self-employees. Now, me personally, I like being a self-employed, okay? I don't like nobody else telling me what I have to do, when I have to do it. Otherwise, just go get a real job, as everybody like to say. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's always Like, you don't like these gigs? Do something else. No one forces you to go on the app and drive, which is totally true. But yet, people want to get upset and complain. And now all the full-time drivers made it harder for all the part-time drivers. What's going on, Journey? So who here wants to be an employee? I know I sure as hell don't want to be an employee. Let's get some ones in here if you want to be an employee. 2 if you just like to be self-employed and do your own damn thing. What's going on, Tim? Hey, Smakovich is that's just the thing, man. Especially when you hear like news like this, it's just how it goes down. Journey, you want to be an employee? Alex wants to be rich. Oh, but not for Uber. Okay. Well, that's fair. Ooh, it's getting bright. Looks bright, but it's cold out there. And then I guess, and this all went down, this all started, I guess, from people that don't even drive anymore. It says former Uber drivers, James Farrar and Yassine Aslam, my bad for mispronouncing your name, posed in front of the Supreme Court on Friday. They started this back in like 2016 on trying to become, employees and get more rights and everything else, which, I guess if that's how you strongly feel, but now they're just messing it up for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's how I strongly feel about that, is they're messing it up for all the people that like being independent and doing this when they want, how they want. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Now you're going to, if they put in certain hours you have to drive and everything, who's going to want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to you have to drive when they say, and then they can fire you from whatever other reasons. People say job security and rights, but now they're your employer. They can just fire you anyways. If you didn't go online that day, what happens if you didn't feel like getting up to drive that day? Then you just get fired. And that's it. Yeah, no, that's right, Chris. No more deactivations. Now only you're fired. The funny part is that the 2 guys are in front of the picture not get hired. I know. I know, right? Because they already quit. They quit freaking 5 years ago. They're not coming back. They mostly wanted job security with Uber because that's where employee benefits come from. Which is true, that's what I don't understand though. If people wanted job security and benefits, get another job that offered those to begin with. You know what I'm saying? You just come into a part-time job, be like, oh, I really like this, I should get benefits. I don't know. But that's the one thing a lot of people will agree and won't agree, which is just fine. If everybody agreed with me, it would be kind of boring. What's going on, Metal Odyssey? Love the Chicago. Smagovich. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. And if you are not already, there you go. Welcome to the Ghost Riders, bro. Why are they ruining for everyone else when a lot want to keep it as is? That's what I want to know. And especially when they aren't driving anymore. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if they were still driving. I mean, it'd be different as, I could see where they're coming from, but they're not even driving anymore. What do they care if they're employees or not? That's what I don't get. And they're just screwing it up for everybody else that does want to keep everything, as is. Yes, could things been better? Could they raise the rates? Of course, everybody wants to get paid again. I mean, when I started out doing this, we were getting $2.25 a mile. Who doesn't like that? That's when you could actually make $1,000 in a weekend with just like 20 hours. But it's just not like that anymore. But that's why we told everybody, have those backup plans. Do something else. You know what I'm saying? But nope. Instead, they did this, and that's exactly like California. A lot of people were pissed off at California, and it is what it is. But I don't think it's going to stop there. I really don't. Then look at what's going on in the federal government. They're looking at AB 5 for the nation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be something similar to that because they also want their, the government wants their piece of the pie. Let's be honest on that. It's all about money in the end. But that's why I tell everybody, please get your backup plans. And it says, what does this mean for the gig economy? I don't think that applies to us. That applies to them. The central point for me is that the ruling focuses on the control that companies exercise over people's labor. This control also carries with it responsibilities for their conditions and well-being, which I can understand that. It says this is even more important in the context of the pandemic. As for Uber, Rachel Matheson, Senior Associate at Bates Wells, which represents Mr. Farr and Mr. Aslam. I feel so bad I can't say their names correctly. It says, her first position was that the ruling applies to all 90,000 drivers who have been active with Uber since including 2016. Our position is that the ruling applies to all of their drivers at large. What I want to know is, like, what, all these people that quit, though, are they suddenly going to get, like, back pay or something? I don't understand. I really don't. But, I mean, it's a bunch of stuff that doesn't apply to us right now. But that's what I want to know, though, is 2 times all day long we'll put it during those late night bar hours. Oh, yeah, that would be nice to have the surge come back the way it was. Now you don't even, people have been sending screenshots and everything of Uber charging people like $150, $160. Drivers are getting like $20, $25 extras for surge, and they're keeping the rest. Like a driver will make $40, and then Uber made like $150. It's been insane, which is true. But remember, you also chose to go out there and drive during that time. That's like the big conundrum about the whole thing. And that's why I tell everybody, please, know your worth. If it's not worth it for you to go out there, don't do it. Hey, you guys saw that one video with the DoorDash driver. He went to the guy's house to tell him that they were scumbags, basically, for not tipping him, and then quit and took off with their food. I mean, there was no point in that. You shouldn't have accepted that order. You know what I'm saying? You should have just walked away. They charge customers the multiplier but give drivers flat rate. What happened to 80-20? I agree. I think everything went down the toilet when they took out 80-20. As soon as 80-20 went away, that pissed off everybody. If they'd have left that alone and, changed the rates to whatever else they wanted to charge the customers and stuff, drivers would have still been happy. 80-20 was just fine. After that, things just like your stock, it just dropped. It just dropped. But I just want everybody to know that this is going on in the UK. They are now employees. It's not just one state like over here, which I don't even know. I don't even know what to say on it. It's going to happen though, and everyone's going to have to decide on what they want to do in the end. And I bet you that means the rides are going to be more expensive. You're going to have less time in between rides. I don't know if you're actually going to make more money with that process or on how things are. You know what I'm saying? That's the big thing, is a lot of people are making right now work, and things are going to have to change. If this comes into play here, it's going to change everything. All the gigs, and that means everyone that's, just surviving on doing the delivery apps, things are going to change for you. And hopefully you're going to be prepared. That's why everyone needs to know right now what could potentially be happening and prepare for it to move on or do whatever, or, join the fight or whatever, if that's what you want to do. If you want to become an employee, hey, by all means, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, the U.S. will adopt this taxable now. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's all about the money in the end. Government always wants to put your hand in the pocket. Give them as much as they can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are printing money left and right with giving out all the stimulus checks. So you just don't know what's going to happen. And that's why, I've been trying to diversify, do other channels, do other things. I got the stock channel, the gaming channel, just trying to do everything and anything else, because things are about to get crazy. And hopefully things will at least get better with the pandemic part. So that way, I'll try to go out there and drive and do my thing before becoming an employee, because I don't want to be an employee and they're going to tell me when to drive. I don't think that's going to fly. They're going to end up firing me and running out of apps. And that's how it's going to be down for everybody. You're going to have to choose. Hell, they might not even let you multi-app anymore. You might have to pick one. And who wants to pick one? We all know you're not making your most potential money if you're only running one app. You know what I'm saying? While you're out there and you have downtime, you better be running 3, 4 different apps. Everything that makes you money, you need to be using it, okay? Because time is worth money, and you have to make the most money for your time. But let me know what you guys think about this. You think this is going to happen here? I strongly do. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Check the description below for extra information and tips. Do your thing. Be safe. Have those backup plans ready. And until next time, guys, good luck. That's basically it right there. But drive full time or don't. Peace out, everybody.